Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button so we can always be friends. And if you're returning, I appreciate you more than you know. So, as you can read from the title, I'm 40, divorced, living alone abroad. And I wanted to tell you guys my story. So, my name is Tanjanika, and I am from Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm currently in Bali. So by the time you see this, I ain't no telling where I'll be in the world, but I'm in Bali right now, and I decided to leave the United States last year in December. So this year, I'm not 40 yet, but depending on when you watch this, I'll be 40 in October. And I'll be 40 in October, Libra Gang stand up. I'm so excited about that. And so I want to tell this story really quick. I don't want this to be long, and I don't want to be like 18 parts of it. So I want to tell you my backstory, who I am, because a lot of my followers don't know who I am or where I came from or what's been going on in my life or why I chose to do the things that I've done. Right. So I've written notes and you'll see me glance down at them every once in a while. But for the most part, let's get started. And we'll start with my background and how I am divorced. Right. So I got married at 19, super, super young. And that kind of shaped the way I deal with relationships now as I'm older. And that really had a big impact on me. So let's start with the fact that I graduated from high school and I went straight into the Marine Corps. And I did 2 tours in Iraq. So my ex husband played a significant role in my life during that time. You know, certain people are in your life for a reason and a season. He was there because during boot camp, he wrote me every single day. I was the only person in boot camp that got a letter every single day. And that was very significant. If you don't know, Marine Corps has the longest boot camp out of all of them. And so it was a really big deal for me to, it was a really big deal when someone gets a letter every single day. So he was in my life for that reason. And then what happened? Then I got deployed twice, and that wreaks havoc on anyone's relationship. The first deployment was pretty straight, it was pretty good. And, I came home, everything was all good. The second deployment was where things, got a little wonky. Again, 19, married. First of all, I didn't want to get married. I remember we had the wedding and that was a whole thing in itself. Got married in a church, but my little brother was the only witness. And I remember my father really he took that so personal. He cried. It was really bad for me because I'm a daddy's girl. And he was like, you robbed me of the opportunity to be able to walk you down the aisle. So that was a stain on me, and that was really bad for me. I didn't like that. And I remember like going into the church and I was like, this is not a good idea. And I told him that. I was like, this is not a good idea. He was like, no, come on, come on. And he left the rings in the car. So I was like, this is a sign. This is not a good idea. So I'm just giving you a backstory of why I feel the way I feel about relationships and all that stuff. I'm really in tune with myself. I'm really in tune with my emotions. And so when I feel something, I know something, and I'm very adamant about it. But that particular time, I didn't go with my gut, and I still went through with the marriage. Okay, so then I got deployed. First deployment was good. Second deployment, he cheated, I cheated. And I'm in Iraq having a whole situation, right? And that situation turned serious. The guy was really in love and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, no, I'm married. I was just joking. Like, no, 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 no. I know that sounds horrible. I'm just telling you, listen, I'm just be honest and keep it pimping, right? So I'm grateful I got out of that situation. And my ex-husband, he ended up having a girl, and it was like it was bad. When I got home, I like went to her parents' house, knocked on her door looking for her, and she was out of town at the time or something like that. I'm telling you, I used to be with the shit, and I don't condone that now. People have gotten killed for less, so I don't condone that. But it was a different time back then, and I'm just giving you the backstory. And so that was, I was like, tell her her boyfriend's wife is looking for her. Trife, trife. It was just like weird. But that shaped my opinion about relationships because I've cheated and been cheated on. So that's not like an end all be all, but it's like a respect thing for me. So that's like relationship wise. 19, I got married. The second deployment was when we decided, we're gonna end that. I was getting out the Marine Corps at the time. The divorce took 2 years. 2 years. Now, mind you, I'm super young and I have no idea what marriage, divorce, any of that stuff is. And so, by it taking so long, it drained me. It really took a lot out of me. He wanted money, he wanted cars, he wanted a whole bunch of shit that he didn't come in the relationship with. And it'd be like that, right? It'd be like, looking back on it, it'd be like that. So because it took so long, I said, you know what? You can have Atlanta, you can have Georgia, you can have the United States. And I left the United States and I went back to Iraq as a contractor. And when I went back to Iraq as a contractor, I'm making six figures and I'm traveling the world. At this particular time, if you come back to the United States for more than 30 days, you get taxed a certain way, right? So our goal was to not to come back to the United States. So because of that, I'm all over the world. I'm talking about Amsterdam. I am literally traveling the entire world, having the best time of my life. And this is at a young age, 23, I think I was, 23, 24. And so used to go back and forth to Dubai all the time. I was in Dubai before Dubai was a thing, like because our headquarters was stationed there, and so we had to go into Dubai. So a lot of the things that people are doing now, I was doing at a younger age, and so that's where my love for travel really came from, and that's why my family is used to me up and leaving. They're like, "Where you going now?" I'll be like, I'm going this place, and I'll be somewhere. Or my friends will call me, what country you in now? Where you at now? That's the question that they ask me. So everyone is used to me being that way in my life right now, right? So that's the divorce part of my life. No children. No children. Now that's not even a tricky one. That's a situation where every man that I've been with has tried to get me pregnant. They have literally tried to, and I think it's for several reasons. I think it's for um, ego. I think it's for ego. I think it's because um, they can't believe anyone hasn't done it yet. They can't believe I'm still walking around with no children and it hasn't been done yet. And I think a lot of them wanted to trap me. They wanted to like evilly be in my life forever. They wanted to be attached to me forever. So I'm just grateful. I truly, truly am grateful that I'm sitting before you here currently with no children. That is something I'm very, very proud of because I didn't want to be attached to any of those people. And so I went to the doctor last November before I left the United States, and I have my OBGYN, black woman. Shout out to her. She's super dope. And we did some tests, and I'm very fertile. Very, very, very fertile. I don't know if that's too much information, but this is my story. I'm very, very, very fertile, she said. I remember she said average woman is between 1 and 3, and I'm above a 5 or something like that. That's what she told me. And so I'm fertile as fuck. So I can have a child if I want to. And I don't think it's too late for me. I don't think 40 is too old to have a child. So if it happens, I'll be excited about it. I really want the right partner though, my husband. I don't want to do this alone. I'm too old to fuck this up and get it wrong. I'm too old to be somebody's baby mama. I don't want that for myself. I grew up in a two-parent household, and that's something that's very, very, very important to me. When I look on TikTok and I see these women um, who didn't have a father figure in their lives, I get so sad for them. Like, I get so sad for them. I take it personal because I'm like, to this day, at 40 years old, I'd be like, I'm calling my daddy. I'm calling my daddy and mean it. And fucking mean it. He solves my problems to this day. So I can't imagine not having my father in my life, and he has really shaped the woman that I am today, and my mindset when it comes to men and what I will tolerate, what I won't tolerate, and all those things. So I'm really, really excited to bring a child into that type of environment, one that's loving, tolerant, and I also, this is another thing, I also have different viewpoints than a lot of people, right? My ideology is different. I will say that I have when it comes to religion, when it comes to politics, when it comes to education system, when it comes to eating, I am very particular about certain things, and my partner, my husband has to be the exact same way. And so until I find that, cuz I think that's super important. You don't want to just bring somebody in the world and then y'all figuring it out as you go along and like, "Oh my god, you think this? Oh my God, these are your thoughts. This is how you feel about this. That's crazy to me. I don't want that either." Um, I also think that there's a difference between legacy and lineage. I really do. I think a lot of people are just bringing children into the world, and that is lineage. Legacy is something that you create for your children. And what is my legacy going to be to pass on to them, which will be my lineage? There is a difference between the two. And so I am creating a legacy for myself. And then if I'm able to, God willing, then my lineage will be able to benefit from that. And so that's kind of like what I think about the subject of children and why I don't have any right now. And again, I don't think it's too late. I think 40 is a great age. What I would like, if in a perfect world, what I would like is to be married this year and on my 40th birthday get pregnant. I don't want to be pregnant on my birthday, but if I get some that night and he make it do what it do, then that's what I would love in a perfect world. So that's children. Okay, and finally, let's talk about living abroad and why I chose to do this. This is a very touchy subject for me. It's more touchy than the children and the divorce and all that stuff. So I'm gonna try not to tear up and cry, but this was something I was looking at a video yesterday and I literally document everything. So this isn't unusual. And I was looking at a video that I did yesterday 1 year ago and I said I'm gonna be living out the country. I am moving out the country. And people ain't gonna have access to me. And 1 year later, this month, I moved to Bali. What are the odds? It's like you really, when you speak it, you gotta believe it. And I did. I believed it with my whole heart. So, so I'm living alone abroad, and I'm really happy that I'm going through this journey by myself. I wish now, in a perfect world, I would be with my significant other. I would be with my husband. Everyone here has a boo or a friend that they came with, but they're also here on vacation. I'm not. I moved here, and so it's a difference. But I have so many new goals for myself, and I woke up this morning and I was like, I want to be someone's muse, you know? And when I say muse, I mean like their inspiration. I don't know, I want to go through the world excited. And to give you an example, I think what really like did it for me was I was watching Zendaya and I was watching, what's his name, Law, and I was like, she's his muse. Like, she is, the way he just protects her, the way he just, and it's nothing sexual, it's nothing, it's just like a reverence. And she feels safe and she feels like she can conquer the world because he's there. And I think I know I want that. So that's what I'm in search of. I want to be someone's muse. And I also want to eat my way through life. Like, I just have this insatiable appetite for food. I want to try all the foods everywhere. I've just been eating the most amazing things in Bali, and I'm so grateful. I'm so happy to even be in this position. I want to try Michelin star restaurants, vegan Michelin star restaurants. I didn't even know that was a thing until I looked it up, and there's several of them. So I want to do that. Um, I want to be inspired. I want to be where I do whatever I want whenever I want every single day. And that's what I've been doing. I just remember being stressed out and in fight or flight mode every single day in the United States and in my masculine heavy. And ever since I've been here, like, my skin is different. I drink coconut water every single day. I eat fresh coconut every single day. It's just like, it hits different to be in an environment where the air is clean and the soil is clean and the water is good, and it's like everything is pure. The people are pure, and I love that for me. I really, really do. I love that for me. And it's not to brag. It's like I did it, so I know you can, and I know you want to, so you can. And so my new goals in life, I might do some acting, some ASMR. Um, I have some press opportunities in Dubai coming up. I'm super excited about that. I'm ready for the world to know who the fuck I am. Because I am who I am, and I'm excited about that. And on my terms, because I'm older and I'm wiser, no one's going to take advantage of me. I have people around me that love me and support me and protect me. And I'm excited about everything. I am excited about everything. And I spoke it, so I know it shall be. because I know that is true. I know I can do it. So, yeah, that's who I am. That's my story so far. If you have any questions, please put them below, and then I'll do a follow up video if necessary. If not, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. TikTok, I'm Tactical Tangy, so make sure you follow me there. All the things will be below, but um, I'm excited and I'm grateful. Thank you for listening. You could have been absolutely anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I don't take that for granted. I don't. And again, if this is something that's interesting to you, please like, comment, and share so we can stay in touch. And um, subscribe to the channel. And I love you all so, so very much. And I will see you back here next time on Tactical Tangerine.